I'm here with Thirayuth Chirathivat, who's the CEO of Centara Hotels and Resorts, and we're going to talk about the conversation, Thailand Hotels Talk Back. Thirayuth, welcome.
Hi.
Could you just give us a little bit of an update, please, on Centara Hotels and what's the situation at the moment?
Okay, all right. If we talk about the situation in Bangkok here, we have 4 hotels in Bangkok, but our flagship hotels, Centara Grand, Centara will remain open. The thing is because we have the medical staff that stay with us, and also that we have some field business. But after the lockdown, that we are in stage 4, we see some good sign. We see some meeting inquiries. We see some meetings, coming up, especially the medium-sized meeting at our hotels. So I think we see good sign, but this is more on the local side. We also have inquiry for the international, but of course we don't know when the country can be open, so we cannot give any more time frame on this yet.
Right.
But it's good sign.
Thank you. Meetings, very interesting sector, and we're actually meeting here today. We have a hybrid Zoom meeting, and we are appropriately socially distanced. Thank you. Job losses. How have you coped with retrenchments and retaining your staff so you're really ready for recovery?
Okay, hotels, as you know, the staff is very important. We treat our staff as part of our family as well. So in order to prevent that, what we're going to do, that we tell the staff that, hey, we're on the same board. Okay, so what we did is that we did the leave without pay. As we do gradually, a few days. Until now it's about 4 or 5 days that we do leave without pay.
Right.
And then that's why we still able to maintain all the staff.
Okay.
And then also we have the good cooperation with our partners, cost for us. That's why we able to to maintain our staff.
That sounds great. There's a lot of the market does seem to be moving. The domestic market seems to be coming back. We're obviously waiting for the international market, and that's obviously going to come at the right time. But in terms of the domestic market, how much are you able to reopen your hotels on the strength of the domestic market? How much are you relying on it?
Okay, we are seeing that the hotels around Bangkok, within a few hours drive, that we see that there's a good demand, especially on the weekend. Okay, like in Pattaya, when we just reopened, right? We have about 80-90% occupancy. But this is just only the beginning. This is just only on the weekend. So we hope that for the weekdays we'll see a better occupancy.
So will you have more of a staggered opening? You'll be opening your properties within driving distance.
Yes.
That's really what you're going to be focusing on in the short term.
Because for the international destination, I think we have to wait until the countries open up, and we'll see demand from that.
Thank you. There's been a lot of disruptions in Thailand over the last decade, and the hotel industry has continued to grow. As Bill was talking about, the resilience of the industry is something really to be proud of. How do you think COVID-19 has been any different from the disruptions of the past?
We have never seen anything like this, right? I think everyone here said the same thing, right? This is not only the country, not the region, but it's a global situation. And then the problem is that we don't know when it's going to end. That's an issue. I think that's an issue.
Yeah.
But we have to cope with it. We have to work with it. We have to do something. But it will gradually, I think, until we get the vaccine, I believe.
Right. A lot of hoteliers are talking about cash flow, that they are, whereas the hotels, they're able to open hotels, legally able to open hotels, but they are concerned about the occupancies not being high enough to be able to actually open. Are you facing this as an issue?
We are the same, that the hotel has a cost, has a lot of fixed costs to it. So we run our projection to see what's level that we can open or comfortable open the hotels. That sometimes the less occupancy is not viable to open, so we have to stay close. And especially for those that are around Bangkok, I think it's okay. But for the international destination that need international tourist arrival, that would have to wait for quite some time.
Thank you. Today we're really focusing on Bangkok, and Bangkok is a huge hub destination and a huge meetings destination. How are you planning to? You said there was some recovery of your meetings business. It's really good to hear. How are you planning on continuing to drive that business in this new era? What is different in the meeting sector?
I think the key issue is hygiene and safety. All right, in any business that we're doing at the moment, hygiene and safety, how you can ensure that guests who are arriving at your property, at your destination, it's safe and have a good hygiene. What we're doing that we partner with one of the biggest suppliers, like Ecolab, and also SGS, which is an international certified as hygiene and safety. That we work with that to ensure that when we have the guests at the hotel, that they are safe and sound.
Right.
And this is an issue. I think this is an issue for not only us, but also for everyone.
And through those partnerships, it would help perhaps increase the confidence of guests to come to stay with you again. So we talked quite a lot about domestic. What about the regional markets? There's been talk about China. It looks as though there's been a setback in Beijing. How do you view the Chinese market? It's such an important driving market for Thailand as a destination.
We know that Chinese it's account for 1/3, right, of the tourist arrival, so it's very important. And I believe that Chinese people love a destination like Thailand. We see that there are any surveys that Thailand, either Chiang Mai, Phuket, or Bangkok is top of the list of this. So it's very important. But how do we deal with it? How comfortable? This is something that I think this government thinks that government issue that has to work together. We talk about travel bubbles. Then yet again, we have people that favor of it. We have people not favor of it. So it's not an easy thing.
No, that's
it's
right.
Not an easy
that's
thing.
Right. Things are changing on almost a daily basis, aren't they?
Right.
Thirayuth, I would like to say thank you very much for joining TTF today. Ms. Pham, we're very grateful for your insights.
Thank you.
Thank you.